That's Based with Caleb Salvatore is a comedic informative production, meaning it covers serious topics in a humorous manner. Some of the opinions expressed are satirical hyperbole, some are not. Some of the content may not be suitable for all listeners. If you're easily offended, tune out now. We don't want pussy bleeding little bitches consuming our content. I have dementia and pooped my pants while visiting the Pope.
Welcome to the That's Based Monday morning unsolicited advice segment. We missed it for New Year's Day because the scheduling got a little bit screwed up. But like I told you, we're back, and a Gallagher always keeps his promises. Sorry, we're watching Shameless right now. I've never seen it before. We're in the process of watching Shameless, so that's what's on my mind, so that's where we're at. Reporting from somewhere underground, as always, I'm your host, Caleb Salvatore. We are laughing our way through the end of days, and we're brought to you by Outlaw Streamers. Head on over to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more. We're on Rumble, YouTube now under @CalebSalvatore, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. You can follow the socials. Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram. Caleb Salvatore Comedy on TikTok. Caleb Salvatore on YouTube and Rumble. We have got our Monday show for you. Remember, we also air Wednesdays and Saturdays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, with the midweek check-in and the big on Wednesdays and the big show airing every Saturday. Shout out to our friends over at Blood of Tyrants. You head on over to www.drinkbloodofTyrants.com. Use the promo code BASED, like the title of the show, BASED, at the checkout. It's going to save you 10% off either their Red Merlot wine or their Liquid Freedom energy drink. That's right, it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 calories, and all natural ingredients with all the good shit you get from coffee and energy drinks, and none of the negative, nasty side effects like the irritability I get when I haven't had my 6 cups of coffee every day. Again, that's drinkbloodofTyrants.com, promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, like the title of the show. Going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. All right. Mia has, if you guys don't know how this works, Mia picks 3 stories off the internet. I blindly react to them. I have not read any of these. I haven't pre-screened anything. I have no idea what I'm walking into. I have the links pulled up here, and that is it. So we're going to go into this blind. Did you pick some good ones?
I think I did.
You think you did?
Yeah, well, one of them I stayed up laughing all night, so
is that the last one?
I don't know what order you're pulling them up in.
What category is it in? Am I the a-hole, confession, or entitled parents? That's all I see.
Confession.
Okay, I'll do that one last.
Wait, let me check.
Okay, yeah, get that, because I want to do that one last if it's really that good. And if
well,
it's not, it's going to be a huge disappointment, and everyone will judge you in the comments for it. And we will make you read every comment live on the air that's bashing.
Oh, it's entitled parents.
Oh, okay. We're going to make you read every comment that bashes you live on the air from here on out.
Okay, well, don't say that
I
for
protect
last.
you from a lot of the negative comments. You have no idea. You know how many times I've seen comments that just say, "Is that girl having a stroke off camera?" You have no idea the things and the negativity I protect you from every single day.
Stupid bitch.
She played that on herself. I don't have access to the soundboard. I want to make that clear.
Okay, don't do that one last. It's okay.
No,
it's not that good.
All right, well, this is the first one. This is from Diligent Dingo 7980 on Reddit under r/Am I the asshole? Am I the a-hole for asking my wife to wear a sweater in the house in the winter? All right. I'm the breadwinner and manage our finances and pay for everything in my home. Although I make a modest amount of money, I work really hard for it every day. I use a Nest thermostat and keep it at 72. You know this guy's a douche because he's bragging about the brand of thermostat that he has in his house. Oh, I use a Nest. You know what I have? I have no idea. And I'll tell you right now, a smart thermostat will never see the inside of my home. Never. That's we've gone on rants on that in the past. Apparently, it's still a little chilly in our old house in SoCal. Oh, this guy is 100% just being a dick. In our old house in SoCal, with poor insulation during the winter months, I actually get cold quite easily, but I'm perfectly fine with a sweater on. My wife, on the other hand, will only wear a t-shirt. She insists that I turn up the heat and refuses to wear a sweatshirt Am I the asshole to ask her to just put on an extra layer and save a little money? She does a great job taking care of the kids while I earn most of the income. I personally find that she doesn't know how to stick to a budget. I never wanted to do this until now, since she makes about a tenth of my I was on this guy's side till this second paragraph here. Because now he's just being a dick. I mean, I was on his side. I'm like, yeah, I keep it low too. It doesn't need to be in the mid 70s. I don't care. Put a sweatshirt on. You know, you can put on extra layers to warm yourself up, but I can never get that extra $9.73 a month back. So I was with him until he just started needlessly dunking on her. I never wanted to do this until now, since she makes about a tenth of my salary. I've been tempted to have her put some skin in the game and ask her to pay for 1/10 of our expenses, not including the mortgage. Just the tip of the iceberg. She has income. Again, this is a douche bragging about how much money he makes. Income of about $70,000 a year, / a ton of student loans and credit card debt. She always makes me feel like an asshole for questioning her spending, but she doesn't pay for any joint expenses. What does the public think? Let me see here. All right. Yeah, so he said he makes a modest income at 10 times, his own words, his wife's $70,000 a year salary.
700,000.
Yes. $700,000. Ice water, by the way, not alcohol. Sticking to my promise. $700,000 a year is if $700,000 a year is a quote unquote modest salary to you, you're the one with the spending problem, because what the hell are you buying? You can't make it work on $700,000 a year. Your concern is a couple degrees on the temperature. I was on your side until you started the humble bragging about your money. Yeah, you're a dick. You're a dick. Normally I'm on the side because I've been the guy that's in that thermostat war. And it's not even about money for me. I just get hot. When the temperature gets up to 75, 76 degrees. And someone like my wife, who's naturally cold, can just put more layers on, whereas there's only so much I can do when I'm sweating my ass off in the house. So, and we have an old dog who can't withstand the heat. So think about that. But this guy's the asshole, not for what he asked his wife to do, but just for his demeanor throughout the entirety of this post. Yes, so yes, Diligent Dingo 7980, you are the asshole. All right, this next one comes from I Am Not a Robot on r/confession. Okay. Says, I may have started a very large rat infestation in my neighborhood. Okay. I'm curious to see how this... He opened up a synagogue. No, I'm kidding. That's racist. That's how we get banned from YouTube in a week. All right, so for context, a few months ago, me and my dad went to visit my grandma, who lives on the other side of the city. While I was snooping around my grandma's storage room, I saw these rain boots, and for whatever reason, I decided to ask my grandma if I could have them. Now, when I got the boots, nothing seemed off. I thought they looked quite normal and clean looking on the outside, so I didn't bother trying them on. When we got home, that's when I found out how wrong I was. Thank God I didn't put them on. My dad did. He felt something squishy and disgusting on his feet, so he dumped the contents of the boot out. There we saw baby rats, mice. Sorry, my English isn't my first language. Inside each boot. I'm not talking 2 to 3. There were a lot, maybe 40 to 50 total. They looked like they had just been born. It was so horrifying and nasty. Some fucking rat had turned it into a nest of sorts. My dad immediately thought about killing the rats and getting rid of them, but I couldn't do it. Oh no. Oh no. This guy's going to create a mini New York City. This is a rat nuke he's about to drop on his neighborhood. Oh no. They had the zombie virus contained, and this dickhead just let them all out. Oh no. No matter how disgusting they were, I still felt bad for them. Their mother was probably frantically looking. No, it wasn't, because it's a rat, and they abandoned their young. But my dad insisted. Of course I did not listen, and I decided to dump the mice on the shallow part of the neighborhood's canal system, hoping they would survive. I told my dad I had dumped them into the canal to drown them, but I lied. Now, I forgot about this entire incident, and I've even worn the boots on... Why would you keep the boots? If there were 50 baby rats in each boot, not only am I throwing them, I'm burning them.
He liked the boots.
Yeah. I've even worn the boots on several occasions. They were Louis Vuitton. But recently, yeah, they got Louis Vuitton out of his grandma's basement that rats had nested in. I noticed a few... Does Louis Vuitton, do they make boots, or is that just bags?
Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
I think it's just like
Who
bags.
makes
I
boots?
don't know.
I'm not into that shit. Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't know what designer brand made. What's a nice shoe brand? Never mind. Uggs. No. These rats were huge. Not New York City levels, but still pretty huge. They were as big as kittens. I thought nothing of it. But I heard several neighbors complaining about rats inside their homes, and that's when I connected the dots. Well, what did you think was going to happen? Here's the thing. If you get a mouse in your house, and I'm a rapper. Did you know that? And a blouse. But no, if you have mice in your house and you, for whatever reason, don't want to kill them and you want to do the humane trap thing, you have to take them. I believe the recommendation is like 10 to 15 miles to the wilderness away from your home. Otherwise, they will retrace their scent, come back, and have more babies in your home. So if you're not going to kill them, which is what you should do, because once they've domesticated like that, they're not going to survive anyway. If you want to release them to the wilderness, you have to go so far away that the odds are they're just going to die trying to find their way back. Otherwise, they will do it. So you took it to the creek by your house and dumped them there, and they reproduced because they're rats, and that's what they do is fuck. I don't know how you didn't think this was... This guy's an idiot. He deserves the bubonic plague that he's just cursed the rest of his neighbors to. Even our house was no exception. My mom screamed in the early hours of the morning, and that's when I knew they had invaded our house as well. Could you imagine if our kid was responsible for rats?
Oh my God.
You'd send him off to military school.
They would be gone.
Yeah. And that's when I knew they had invaded our house as well. People were getting mad and complaining, and I am horrified. The local government has already become involved, and I think it's becoming a very big issue. The rats are everywhere now. I seem to be the only one who has realized, as my dad seems to be oblivious, and I plan to keep it. Of course, the dad has no clue. I know it might sound like nothing to you all, but every time I hear a scream in our neighborhood, I do feel a little bit bad. I seem to have made things just a little harder for everyone living here. It says, I'm sorry I may have given the impression I was a disgusting person for keeping the boots. I grew up in a household where the furniture would be rearranged every Sunday just to make sure every spot would be clean. Back then, I just thought it was such a waste to throw them away when they were still usable. I did deep clean them. I used a shit ton of cleaning agents. He mixed ammonia and bleach. He committed a fucking war crime to clean these boots. Everything except kill the rats, right? Cleaning agents to make sure these boots were not nasty anymore, and I even put them on my feet. That's where else would you... Okay. But yes, I should have gotten rid of them.
I'm just imagining, like, this whole neighborhood in chaos, like, people running around screaming.
Oh, it's like burning to the ground.
Chasing them.
Yeah, it's burning. It's like that town in Arizona that got overrun by stray chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Except more disgusting. Chihuahuas don't, like, tunnel into your house. That's rats. That's oh God, I can't imagine. When I was a kid, in our neighborhood, this guy got busted for running like an exotic pet shop out of his garage, and he had close to 100 king cobras, and then a bunch of rats in the garage that he was feeding them. And I remember when they busted that guy, I went to bed just terrified, or just thinking, imagine if those got out and laid eggs. You couldn't let your kids outside. You couldn't let your pets outside. There's no king cobra anti-venom in the Midwest, except at the zoo. So, I mean, it's pretty much a death sentence if you get bit by one. So I was just imagining that. No, I mean, so that's obviously way more extreme. But this person's an idiot. It is your fault. Yeah, no, it's... You're a bad person. You're a bad, bad person. I am not a robot. A robot wouldn't have done that. All right, this is the last one. From Nipsu the Slayer on r/entitled parents. Sorry, my sinuses are bugging me. All right. This happened FYE years ago. Okay. And was just so weird and stupid, I
Wait,
feel
you
like
didn't read
sharing.
the title.
Oh, sorry. My parents stole my bike. This happened I'm assuming that's 5 or a few, I don't know, FYE years ago, and was just so weird and stupid, I feel like sharing. I had this high-quality bike, which had broken tire, since my friend borrowed it. Did a 5th grader write this? No, it wasn't. I had just divorced from my wife, and bike was locked in our house yeared. I'm going to read it exactly how this guy typed it. As you may understand, next 5 months, I really didn't have time to think my bike. Our divorce had children included, so my mind was pretty scattered. Eventually, I remember my bike and went there to get it back. I was surprised when I didn't see it anywhere and asked my ex-wife, have she moved it inside to storage? She told my mom and stepdad came and picked it up. I was a little confused. Sins, S-I-N-S, like sins of the father. Mom didn't inform me about this and decided to call her. It went like this. Me. Hi, Mom. I heard you have my bike. Mom. Hi. Yes, we picked it up. And stepdad is going to fix it for himself. Me. Wait, what? It's my bike, and I would like to have it back. Mom. Yes, but it has broke tire and you didn't use it. So stepdad decided to do you a favor and fix it. Me. So when can I pick it up? Mom. Ow. He is going to fix it for himself. Me. But it is my bike and you took it without my... We don't need a play-by-play. You took it without my permission. Mom, but we bought it for you and you didn't use it and tire was broken. Is this in, like, Croatia? Me, but you didn't even have key and can't change tire without it. Mom, don't worry, your stepdad hacksawed bike lock off. Facepalm emoji. The hell is this?
Does it say facepalm emoji?
No, it's just the emoji.
Oh.
I mean, no, the parents are assholes for doing this, but this is like a family of retards. Someone married you?
And had kids with them.
And reproduced. For your information, yes, they bought that bike for me as gift when I was 16 years old, and I was 32 at that point. You're still riding around on you're a loser. They should have taken it. Did they take your race car bed too? So it had been my bike for 16 years. For next 3 weeks, we went back and forth how it's my bike and I want it. Dude, you're a 32-year-old man. Buy another fucking bike with 2 working tires. Why is this a big deal? I get it. I would be pissed too, but move on. You're a 32-year-old man. You didn't want the bike for 16 years, and then all of a sudden you decide you want it. Yes, they were wrong for taking it. Go buy a new one. Who cares? Eventually, I had to say to my mom that they had stolen my bike. It took a little while to make her understand that. Finally, they gave my bike back to me. Now, 3 years later, I'm going to stay night at my parents' since I have medical exam early in city they live. I probably leave before they wake up. So should I take keys off their... So... Oh, wow. I'm going to read that sentence again. Finally, they gave me my bike back. Finally, they gave my bike back to me. Now, 3 years later, I'm going to stay night at my parents' since I have medical exam early in city they live. I probably leave before they wake up. So should I take keys of their Mercedes-Benz and take their car? You know, since it just sits on parking lot and they are not using it at that moment. Forgive my English, it's my third... Forgive my English. It's my third language, and I'm dyslexic. And here I am calling this guy a retard. I don't actually call handicapped people retarded. I take that back for the record. I really shouldn't.
I'm kind of retarded.
That's my bad. Yeah. You know what? Steal the car. Take it. Take the car, and see what they do. Take the car. Replace the license plates. Have it stripped for parts and sell it, and that's how you'll get back at him for the bike.
I think he needs to get over the bike, though.
I think he needs to move past the bike. Yes, he needs to move. How pissed would you be if you woke up in the morning and your dyslexic adult son stole your Mercedes-Benz?
Because of his bike.
A bike that you took years ago. I mean, it's 3 years later. You've gotten the bike back. I would have you arrested if you were my son. Truly, you would be in jail if you stole my car to get back at me over the bike thing. Again, are your parents assholes for taking your bike? Absolutely. That was wrong of them. They shouldn't have just taken it without asking you. But if I've ever met anyone who deserved to have their possessions stolen from them, it's probably you, my friend. It is probably you, Nipsu the Slayer, on r/entitled parents 1 month ago.
Was that a good one?
That was a good one. It wasn't even the end was ridiculous with the Mercedes, but the way everything was worded, it was like I was serious. It was like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, am I like reading something that a dyslexic 5th grader wrote? But it was just a dyslexic 32-year-old, which it turns out there's not a huge gap between those two.
Yeah, it wasn't even like the story was like crazy. It was just, except for the end. Kind of
he did drone on. I didn't need every detail about the conversation. He could have saved everyone involved a lot of time and energy by just saying, I called my mom, we argued, she said they wouldn't give the bike back. Boom! 1 sentence, a couple commas, you're done.
Not a whole play-by-play.
English class with Caleb Salvatore. Yep, English class with Mr. Salvatore.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Mom. Hi. How's the weather out there? Oh, it's good. How's your weather doing? It's pretty good. How are the dogs? Oh, they've been really good. Thanks. How is your wife and kids been? Oh, I only get to see them on weekends because every time I go to pick them up, I keep getting lost because I can't read the signs. But other than that, it's going really well.
I have to ride the bus because I don't have my bike.
Yep, I have to ride the bus because I don't have the bike. Yeah, exactly. All right, that's been the Unsolicited Advice Show. If you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, we have all the sponsors scrolling down on the ticker below. We've also got them in the show notes. You can follow the links. Head on over there. We got tactilian.com and firecracker.farm. Use the promo code BASED. Get you 15% off at Tactilian, 10% off at Firecracker. Of course, we got Blood of Tyrants. Of course, we have got Five Knuckle Bullet. We've got tons of great sponsors. You can do all your late Christmas shopping for the people you forgot, or the people that weren't important enough in your life to get that day of Christmas present, the office party that you forgot about, and your Secret Santa person showed up and they had brought your present and you felt horrible because they got you a great gift and you didn't get them anything. Well, we got you covered. Any of the sponsors, Tactilian.com, drinkbloodofTyrants.com, firecracker.farm, not .com.org or .net. Use the promo code BASED for whatever the corresponding amount is off of your order in the show notes. That's all we got. We will see you Wednesday. Oh, and I'm getting some comedy show dates get put together for the spring. My life's finally calmed down. I'm not going to be on the road a whole bunch, but we are going to have some select dates. So if you want to get me in your hometown, hit me up, Caleb at CalebSalvatoreComedy.com. You can drop a comment on YouTube or Rumble. Tweet at me at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram. Get at me. I don't have my TikTok DMs open because I would just get idiots in there all day. But get at me on my socials, Twitter and Instagram. Caleb Isn't Funny. I will get back to you one way or the other. We can set something up if you want me to come to your town. I'll do it. We'll even bring merch. Mia won't come. She doesn't like working the road. The last time Mia worked the road with me, we almost got killed. I almost got killed. She was staying at the Airbnb because she didn't feel good. She's flipping me off. Yeah, she has this fake condition called epilepsy, so she's feeling like she was going to have a seizure. But hey, that paid for a lot of stuff. That accident did, so it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, that has been our show. We will see you guys Wednesday for the midweek check-in. I think we're going to start doing video with that one too. That's all I got, though. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse. And as always, stay based.